Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today, we're going to talk about money tips for young people. Stay tuned! Happy Sunday night, Zonies. My name is Sam. I'm the host of Arizona Living. So today, we're going to talk about something a little different. Let me say hello to a few people. What's up there, Tila? Yo, yo, yo. What up, Rob? Yo. ¿Qué pasa? So I want to talk about something taboo. They say to never talk about religion, sex, politics, or today's subject, money. What's up there? Go to the gym. Therapy time. That's right. I have some rants to do. Now, it was only 5 years ago that I was living in Avondale, and I still remember racing over to Fry's late at night with a shopping bag full of change. Why? So I could use their machine to convert the change to dollar bills, which I could then drive over to the ATM at my bank to deposit, so that way I could avoid overdraft fees, you know? Back then, Cartoon Wife was a stay-at-home mom, and we had a pile of medical bills. It was very hard. When I saw our daughter was slated to go to a school that was a 4 out of 10, I was like, that ain't happening on my watch. So I made some changes, and we then moved from Avondale to Gilbert to a brand new school. Since then, we sold that Gilbert house and we moved into Cartoon Wife's dream home in Queen Creek. Now, I was recently reflecting on this, and I asked myself, how the hell did you go from being dead broke only 5 years ago to living in a fancy house with very little debt? What changed? Was it my mindset? Was it pure luck? I'm not a financial guru, and this video is likely gonna piss some people off. Now, I feel like a douche even talking about money right now, since a lot of folks are still hurting from losing their job due to COVID. Now, I'm recording live. I'm not gonna do any editing. You guys could watch this at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, people like lists, so I have 10 tips to share. Again, this is not me standing on a soapbox. I'm just gonna share some things that I feel made a difference to my situation. You do you. I am not Bill Gates. Again, final disclaimer, I'm just sharing some things that help me. So before we proceed, let me oh, Tila, Coinstar, that's right, Tila, it was Coinstar. you know how it is. So number one, okay, real estate. We sold 2 houses. Now, the last house we sold through the A-team. Let me give them a plug. Janet and Gabby, the A-team, they were phenomenal. They came over, and first they told us what we needed to fix up in the house and get rid of and change. And then they actually helped stage. We did the open house weekend, and then we got $6,000 over asking. And the market has just continued to soar. The house is worth like 25 grand more than what we sold it for, believe it or not. Ridiculous. Now, what sucked about us selling these 2 homes was that we chose to do double moves, meaning we sold the house, we moved into an apartment until our new house was built, because both times we had new houses built, right? Why did I do that? Why didn't I just make the sales contingent? Because I like to play it safe, and as they say, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush, you know? Now, houses today are extremely expensive. The only way you can get in and make money now is to buy a crappy house, fix it up, and flip it, you know, through sweat equity. So that's the first thing that really helped me out, was real estate. Again, selling these 2 houses. Number 2, Feng Shui. Every year we have a consultant come over and suggest changes. I'm gonna make an entire video on this subject, okay, about what the Feng Shui consultant told us to do in this new house. We haven't finished it all. It's a huge list. Now, the basic gist of Feng Shui, for anyone that's not familiar with it, it is not a religion. It's been around forever and ever and ever. The idea is you remove clutter, and that way energy can flow seamlessly throughout your home, and you increase your wallet, okay, through luck, so to speak, the universe. And there's a whole art and science behind it. Lots of books on the subject. It's been around forever. It's not something that's new, okay? It's been around forever and ever and ever. Another thing, this is number 3 on my list, guys. Okay, I'm not doing anything fancy, having numbers pop up. This is unedited, okay? OT, I get paid hourly where I work, and if there's an opportunity for overtime, I don't shy away from it. Now, making time and a half, though, sounds nice, but the tax man is going to get their cut. So unless you're going to get a lot of OT, it may not be worth it to you. But if you do get a lot of OT, it could be the equivalent of like a Christmas bonus, you know? Number 4, okay? Again, I know people like lists. Number 4, I try not to do stupid things. Now, in life, there's 2 ways you can learn. You can either learn by looking at other people's mistakes, or you can learn from making your own mistakes, okay? So, for example, I chose to only have 1 child. Kids are expensive. I know people that have way too many kids that they can't afford, but they still do it, okay? I am not one of them. I'm happy with the 1 child. We had a lot of medical expenses. I did not want a 2nd child. Cartoon Wife did. I did not. So we are not having any more children, okay? The factory is closed on that. 1 child only, okay? Again, I see other people struggling financially because they have way too many kids. That's not me, all right? Again, you can learn one of 2 ways. Another thing, and I see it, this list is going to piss some people off, like I said, right? Another thing, I choose not to drink excessively. Nothing good comes from drinking. Now, it's true. It's true. I will have a sip of limoncello every so often, but I will never get drunk. Trump and Gene Simmons also choose to not drink, okay? So, again, this is just me. If you want to waste all your money on alcohol, knock yourself out. I'm just sharing things that help me on my journey, okay? Another thing, okay, this is still under number 4. Don't do stupid things. I don't own a boat. I don't have a non-Disney timeshare, and I also don't have whole life insurance. These are things that people usually regret buying, okay? Another thing, I don't gamble. I work hard for my money. Why am I going to throw it in the shitter? I don't gamble. That's just me, okay? I also don't have any expensive hobbies like golfing or video games. Have you seen the prices of these game systems? They're like freaking $500, and the games are like $60 plus each. Modern, forget about that. Another thing, I do not collect things anymore, okay? And now, have I in the past? Yes, let me show you a picture. I have an entire Napoleon Bonaparte collection. There are books, CDs, DVDs, and I even own a piece of hair, it's this small, from Napoleon Bonaparte. I bought it from Mr. Hair on eBay, so you know it's legit, all right? So I have to frame it one of these days. It's like my prized possession, this little teeny weeny piece of Napoleon's hair, right? If you squint, you could see it. So I don't collect shit anymore, you know? I really don't. I try not to collect nothing. I have a crystal collection, you can see there. I'm not buying any more crystals. My collection is complete, you know? Another thing, I was able to increase my credit score. Now, if you're a fan of Dave Ramsey, he says, cut up your credit cards, and when you go to buy a house, you're gonna wanna get a manual underwriting done. Well, I'm not a millionaire, all right? So I'm not doing this whole manual underwriting thing. I had to increase my FICO score. The way I did that, okay? This is probably the most practical tip I'm gonna give on this list. I have a credit card linked to my debit card, right? It's all under my bank. And so whenever I use my credit card, I immediately, the same day, transfer funds from my bank account to pay off the credit card. Now, do I get points? Yes, but I don't give a crap about the points. It's not about the points. It's about increasing my credit score, A, and B, it's less of a threat, you know, due to cybersecurity for me to use my credit card as opposed to me using a debit card. So I am constantly paying off my credit card every day to a 0 balance. And it's really easy to do right from the app. So that's how I was able to increase my credit score from the toilet to over 800, which is excellent, okay? So that's how I did that. All right, that was number 5, guys. Now we're moving on to number 6 on my list of 10 things, all right? Number 6 is investing. Again, this goes against Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey says pay off all your credit cards and all your debts prior to investing. I'm not going to miss out on years and years and years of compound interest, all right? So I do invest in my 401k, and I have a 529 for Rory, and, you know, that's how we do it. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have some guts for retirement when I'm ready to retire. So we do good with the investing in that arena, you know. Number 7, you're gonna like this one. Here we go, guys. This is the big one. Number 7 of 10. Screw the Joneses. All right, I don't give a rat's ass what people think about me. All right, I drive a minivan, not a Lamborghini. I bought it used. It's it's freaking comfortable, and it's Toyota, so it's quality, you know. And what I have to say about it? It has lumbar support, big seats, has a TV for the kid, sliding doors, has 3 air conditioning zones. The seats come out so you could use it as a truck. You know, I love this freaking thing. At first, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse, but I've grown to really love my minivan. And yes, I only have 1 child, so you can call me soccer dad. I don't care, but it's comfortable. And it's the color of the minivan is black, like the t-shirts I wear. So it just fits. It fits me. And so I don't give a rat's ass what anybody else thinks. They want to go and spend all their money on a fancy car, you know, BMW, Mercedes, try to impress people. I don't give a rat's ass, okay? Another thing, I don't wear jewelry. Now, do I have a fancy ring and cufflinks and watches? Yes. I'll wear them on rare occasions, like if I'm going to a wedding. Otherwise, I don't. And I've considered selling my custom ring many times. Many times, but it has sentimental value for me. So I have yet to sell the custom ring, but I'm not opposed to it. If I have to, I will, you know. Another thing, let's see, what else I have to say? Shit, what else do I have to say about that? Oh, damn it. Wow. Oh, the house, okay? Talking about how I don't give a rat's ass what other people think. We live in a fancy house now, but truth be told, I'd rather be back in Jersey. You know, the reason why we bought this house, we wanted a single level, and, you know, I want Rory to go to good schools. Queen Creek is not as good as schools as Gilbert, but Gilbert's going a little bit down, you know. There's more crime. There's a lot of freaking apartments being built. It's like the freaking Brooklyn projects over there now. You got freaking projects being built everywhere, because people can't afford houses now. So now they're going to freaking get apartments and pay more every month than they would have if they got a mortgage. It's freaking ridiculous, you know. Let's see here. What else do I have to share with you? You know, F the Joneses is what I'm trying to say. If somebody bought a pair of $300 shoes, I don't give a rat's ass, you know. Trying to be Facebook happy. Credit card debt is no joke. Okay, if you get anything out of this rant, stay the hell away from credit cards. Again, I pay my shit off every day, all right? Side hustles, that's number 8. Number 8, guys, out of 10, all right? And I got some things to share after this that have nothing to do with money, that have to do with my life living in Arizona, okay? So if you're waiting for that, it's coming. It's coming, guys. Number 8, side hustles. I make a teeny weeny amount of money from this channel. Now, more importantly than the money I make from the channel is the tax breaks and the fact that I save money on a shrink. I don't need a shrink. I just rant here with you guys, you know. Now, side hustles are good if they actually make you money. And no, I don't want to join your MLM, all right? So don't ask. Now, I've had a ton of side hustles throughout the years, and I've lost money on most of them, you know. Such is life, but they all taught me something, you know. One business I had way back in the day is I tried my hand at reselling a novelty ice cream called Moshi. It's basically a ball of ice cream wrapped in rice flour coating, and you can eat the ball of ice cream with your hands, you know. I had a partner, and we had different visions. I wanted to get a cart in New York City, and he wanted to open up a store, so we parted ways. It just didn't work out. You know, that's one of many entrepreneurial efforts that I've had in my past life. Number 9, we're getting to the end, guys. Number 9 of 10, budgeting. Now, am I a cheap bastard? No, but I keep a very close eye on my expenses. This is known as budgeting. In 4 years, I qualify to get a sabbatical from work, and I want to take Cartoon Wife and Rory to the Mediterranean for a vacation to Italy and Spain. Once in a lifetime trip. I want to drop 15, 20 G. You know, probably be the last big trip I ever do. And guess what? We're going to start to save now. This is not going on a freaking credit card because I'm not stupid. As Dave Ramsey says, live like no one else so that one day you can live and give like nobody else. All right. Number 10, last but not least on this list, communication. Cartoon Wife and I talk to each other before either of us spend over $100 on a purchase. That's just a number we set, and it works. Before I'm about to, like earlier today, I decided to post a bid on eBay for a used GoPro. So when the A-team comes over, I can have a whole separate GoPro for them. And when they're not here, I can put a different GoPro at a different angle, and I can just hit a little button, and you guys can see me at different angles, you know? So I put a bid on eBay, but before I did, I spoke to Cartoon Wife. I'm like, hey, this thing's like $150. Is it okay if I get it? Now, yes, will the channel pay for it ultimately? Yeah, but still, I like to run things by her, and she does the same for me. So guys, Joe Rogan says that he knew he was successful when he stopped looking at prices when he went out to eat. I'm still looking at prices when I go out to eat, so I'm nowhere near as successful as him. But hopefully this list of 10 things, which again is meant for young adults, for people just getting started, to set up that 401k and not do stupid things like give a rat's ass what other people think. That's all I'm trying to get across. Hopefully this is helpful for somebody. So let me go and look at the comment section, and then I got some other things to chat with you guys about my life living in freaking Arizona. All right, so let's see what else people got to say here. Tila, also from a female perspective, go through your closets and sell your shoes, clothing that you don't want anymore. Plenty of on-site sites to help with this. Guys, we got Sour Patch over here. Sour Patch. Everyone wants to see Sour Patch. There she is. All right. She's feeling much better now. She had 3 teeth removed earlier this week. Well, last weekend, I should say, you know. Okay, go to the gym. People seem like tips for... I can't speak. Go to the gym, okay? These seem like tips for all people, not just young people. I agree, go to the gym, but most of these are common sense that you would think every adult would know, you know? So... and I don't want to really piss anybody off. So I piss off enough people as it is. Again, this is just me, not on a soapbox. That was just me talking from the hip, talking about things that actually help me, you know. Jane, I chose to have 0 kids and retired in my 40s. Good for you, Jane. I drink 0 alcohol, waste of money. Dittos with everything else that you mentioned. Thank you very much, Jane. Rob V. Paying bills like cable, cell phone, etc. using your bank account is useless. Use your credit card to pay monthly bills and then pay at the end of the month to increase credit score. I agree. That's what worked for me. Hey, Sour Patch. So I took my credit score from the crapper and I got it over 800, which is freaking amazing using that stupid little trick I just said. You know. Here we go. Go to the gym. Speaking of taxes, did you know you have to pay a state income tax in Arizona? I think so. I have a tax guy. He does all that stuff for me. You know, I did the math, and these episodes that I do every week, I only make like $35 per episode. So I'm not making a fortune doing this, but like I said, I do it for fun. This is my outlet, and Cartoon Wife says I'm not allowed to do edited videos anymore because they take way too much time to edit. I vent, I get it all out on my system. You guys get, hopefully you get some education out of it. If at the worst case, some entertainment value out of this. And, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, at the end of the year, I got a tax write-off. You know, it's all good. So let me go and zoom out a little bit. You'll notice my closet here, okay? I don't know what the stuff in those bins are. So I still got to clear out my closet, guys. Well, I think Tila asked if that was a bathroom. It's not a bathroom. It's a closet full of crap I have to go through. So I will go through that closet eventually, but I'm not there yet. So guys, if you were here just to hear the money tips, that portion of the show is over. I'm now going to talk about stuff relating to me and my personal life. So this past Wednesday, I got COVID shot number 2, guys. I have some pictures to share regarding my adventure getting my second COVID shot. So here you see me driving, going into a building, believe it or not, to get the COVID shot. Let me show you what that looked like. Boom. You know, they wrote on my windshield, and there were some people who were supposed to stop their, turn off their cars, and they didn't. So I'm sure there's a lot of fumes. My appointment was like at 8:15 in the morning, and I went at 7 a.m. because they don't check what time as long as it's the same day, because I wanted to get it over with before I started work. So, and on my way home, you guys are not going to believe this. I kid you not. On my way home, driving after I got my second COVID shot, this was the license plate of the guy in front of me. I kid you not. And it's COVID-19. Now, you'll notice the O is really a Q, but I shit you not. That was the license plate of the guy in front of me when I was driving home. I couldn't believe it. I had to take pictures. I have other pictures too, but that was for reals. We got some comments here. Let's see. Scott, always live within your means. Drop the mic. That's right, Scott. Tia, Sam, looks like you recovered from the vaccine. Well, the next day after I got the vaccine, I was freaking freezing. I wore a baseball cap and then I put a hoodie over it so I looked like Eminem. I was freaking freezing, and I'm told it's a pretty common side effect. And I was slightly tired, not so tired. I was actually more tired from the first COVID shot. That was it. And my arm hurt for 2 days when she gave me the shot. But other than that, I was fine with the second shot. I didn't have any bad side effects or nothing, So, look at this. All right, go to the gym. You read my mind. Go for a swim in the pool yet? Yes, we went yesterday, matter of fact. First time in the pool. The backyard landscaping is still not done because I want the travertine pavers to match exactly with what they put around the pool. And there's freaking back orders on everything. So what I did was I took a rug and I threw it on the dirt between the patio and the pool. It's ghetto as hell. Dirt is getting in the pool, but we actually broke it in yesterday. And today, Cartoon Wife and Rory went back in the pool. I only went yesterday. I'm not really a pool person. I went yesterday for a little bit. I was exhausted last night. I ended up sleeping till 7 this morning. I usually don't sleep in, but I was pooped. That took a lot out of me doing that swimming stuff. The pool is not very deep. It goes up to my chin. It's 5 feet on the long side, and on the short side, it's 3 feet, But Rory absolutely loves the pool. So now we have a new thing to threaten her with for her to behave. Normally we threaten her with all sorts of different things. Now this is on the top of the list. Oh yeah, you want to misbehave? You're not going in the pool. We got an email from her teacher this week. Her teacher was not happy. Rory was turning off the webcam, and one time the teacher asked Rory a question, and she completely ignored the teacher. And then I asked Rory, why did you ignore your teacher? And she said, because she didn't know the answer. So I'm like, you don't ignore your teacher. You say, I don't know. So anyway, we signed her up for a new school, and we met one of the new neighbors today. They're moving in like a month. They have a little girl her same age. So she's going to have friends over here. There's tons of kids in this development that we're at. So she's going to have more friends. We have the stupid pool. At some point, we'll get the landscaping done. At some point. But I'm not holding my breath, though. Oh, very important thing to mention. The landscaping company actually moved all the rocks that somebody dropped off. One of their subcontractors dropped off a ton of rocks in front of my house. And my neighbor across the street that's retired has nothing better to do than harass me about the freaking rocks. When they're going to move the rocks? I don't know. So I kept harassing you see how this is going? They harassed me. I harassed the owner of the landscaping company. And they finally sent a crew to move the rocks. And anyway, the landscaping's getting there. We went in the freaking pool. Today we went to Fry's Marketplace. I bought some more of those noodle things. We got like one of every color. We got red. No, not red. We got blue, yellow, and purple. I didn't see a red one. But anyway, we got noodles. We got a freaking seal. We got the donut things. I'm not really a pool person. I doubt I'll go in the pool anytime soon, I did get a TV mounted in the den, so I do intend on doing DDP yoga. But yeah, that's what's going on there with the pool there. Go to the gym. Tila, you got the chills. Yes, I did. With the COVID shot number 2. Rob V, I took second shot this past Wednesday, came home, took 2-hour nap, and woke up no issues. There you go, Rob. I did it this past Wednesday as well. Okay, Tila, swimming is great exercise, great for the joints. Yeah. I'm just not into it, but yeah, I should probably do it too. Okay, Tila, is it in-person school in AZ yet? Callie has begun bringing kids back. Yes, next year, next season, whatever you call the new school year, all right? Rory is gonna be attending live in-person school. Zoom school is coming to an end. So I'm kind of happy and sad at the same time. I really enjoy having her home, but we can't watch her all the time because Cartoon Wife and I work from home. So we got our own stuff to do. We can't be watching her 24/7, So just this past week, Roy took Cartoon Wife's phone and freaking emailed her teacher from from Cartoon Wife's phone. And we didn't even know she was doing it. She asked me how to spell Mrs., and that should have tipped me off. And so I told her how you spell Mrs., and it wasn't until that night that Rory mentioned that she emailed the teacher from Cartoon Wife's phone. So I wouldn't have even known. So her teacher probably thinks we completely ignore her and we have no control over her whatsoever, which is partially true. But I'm looking forward to Zoom school being over and Rory being in real school because she really needs to be around other children, Now, I make jokes that we got called about Rory several times from her previous schools because she gets in trouble. She bit a kid in preschool. She slapped a boy because he was sitting in a place she didn't think he was supposed to be sitting in. And then another time she punched a girl in the face. So I don't know where she gets this from. But, I have to go to freaking school and talk to the teachers, But I got to take a sip of water over here, guys. So then we'll continue our rants. I got something else I need to talk about. While I take my sip, let's plug the A-Team. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate here in the Phoenix Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team. So now that I will be fully vaccinated pretty soon, 2 weeks past this past Wednesday, then I can then have the A-Team over to come and record here. I want to do a follow-up to, that project they were doing. They were doing a flip that they were going to make it to another Airbnb. I can do a follow-up with that. I don't know if I'm going to spend a lot of time outside the house recording for this channel. I think I'm going to just continue doing these things once a week where I just rant and sit here and you get to see Sour Patch the cat. And we'll see. But a couple other things to chat about. Number one, the channel hit 1 million views this past week.
Yeah, buddy.
And it was freaking awesome. I was ecstatic that we got it done. The Feng Shui lady said I need to continue doing the channel. And yes, I've definitely considered canceling this channel altogether on more than one occasion because I am not the biggest fan of Arizona. So what am I doing with a channel called Arizona Living? The only reason why I started this channel focused on Arizona is because that was the only thing anyone had any interest in hearing me talk about. I did 6 months of being a vegan videos, vegan recipe review. I did a kids channel, and no one gave a rat's ass about any of my content other when I talked about Arizona. And I fought myself to do this channel because I did not want to be the Arizona guy. And at one point, I was doing really well with the channel in terms of the landscape. I was Mr. Arizona for a bit, and now other YouTubers have completely dominated. And I am like, woo! Their channel's like way down here now. Way down here. And, I've considered just saying, you know what, screw it. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate Arizona. What do they want to hear from me for? And now it's just, we built a little bit of a community. We have fun with this, and I talk from the heart, and I am very transparent. I tell you exactly how I feel about things. I'd much rather be back in Jersey. Now that the prices of houses are pretty much the same between Arizona and Jersey, the big difference, though, is taxes. You get killed with taxes over in Jersey. And then you have to deal with the freaking snow, And traffic sucks worse in Jersey than it does here. But, I do still miss it. And I would move back, but my wife, Cartoon Wife, does not want to leave Arizona because her precious nieces and nephews. So now I'm stuck because we have a daughter together and I have to stay. I feel like I say this every freaking video. I just want to be completely transparent, which is why I continuously say it. I'd rather be back in Jersey. I am not a cheerleader for the state of Arizona. It's really ironic, this whole Arizona living thing. So yeah, I have considered quitting many times. And there have been times I take sabbaticals from this. I take long breaks because the thought of talking more about Arizona makes me want to throw up, and I made this whole master class, an hour, 40 minutes, in case anybody actually wants like a real official soup to nuts, A to Z type thing. They don't have to watch 500 videos. Anyway, guys, I'm done rambling about the channel. Let's talk about this coming weekend. I'm going to be hosting a birthday party for one of our nieces in this house. Now, I am not ecstatic about hosting the birthday party because her parents live 15 minutes away in Gilbert. They own a house, but their house is small. And so they asked if they could have the birthday party at our house, which is much larger than their house, you know. And I'm not fully vaccinated. And there's multiple children that are going to come and they're going to screw up this house. And her family, you give an inch, they take a mile. So right to this morning, now the mom is saying they want to bring a puppy with them. No. I'm allowing this one time to have a birthday party at the house. I understand we have the biggest house in the family now. Maybe that is true for like major holidays. We could do get-togethers here. But for birthday parties, this ain't freaking Chuck E. Cheese. There's no Chuck E. Cheese freaking marquee on the top of my roof, all right? And now they want to bring a puppy here that likes to bite cords. No. Listen, my one brother-in-law might want to be the hero and bend over backwards and take it. I don't give a shit what other people think about me. See how this all circles back? No, they can call me the bad guy. Fuck, I'm not going to try not to curse. Try not to curse, but F that. I am not going to go bend over and have a puppy in my brand new house. Because they refuse to ask a family member that lives in Havasu to babysit the puppy and refuse to pay for boarding. They got money for everything else. They could pay for freaking boarding. It becomes my problem to deal with a puppy? No, I don't think so. So, all right, you guys were waiting for me to get pissed off. There you go, okay? You give an inch, they take a mile. That's why I am so careful about what I agree to. And that's why I make sure there's fine print in everything I agree to, because I know how they work, okay? And then before you know it, I have a house full of people up my ass, and I'm trying to get work done, and I'm on call that week, and the wife doesn't care. The wife just cares about her precious family. So I'm telling you that's just how it is, okay? So I've learned from experience. I got to watch out for number one. So they don't like me, I don't care, okay? So let's go. Let's talk about what you guys wrote. I'm losing my voice over here, and then we'll wrap the show up and you guys don't got nothing else to talk about. Okay, let's see here. Go to the gym, 1 million views, said an evil, Dr. Evil voice. Tila, don't you cancel this channel, Sam. I came prepared. I have 2 drinks with me, and I'm still losing my voice. So guys, that is all I had to vent about today. I talked about 10 tips I have for how I was able to go from being freaking dead broke to living in Cartoon Way's fancy-ass house in Queen Creek. I talked about the channel hitting 1 million views and hosting the niece's birthday this coming weekend. And I'm sure there's going to be more requests coming because, like I said, you give an inch, they take them up. And what else did I talk about? I don't know. I thought about other stuff. The pool. How we went in the pool. Ghetto with the freaking mat. That's probably what's coming. They're going to want to go in the freaking pool. Even though the landscaping's not done and we just have a freaking rug out there and all the dirt's getting into the pool. That's going to be the next thing, guys. They're all going to want to go in the freaking pool this weekend. Watch. Wait for it. Wait for it. I bet you it's coming. So, guys, that concludes this edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know below. What are your thoughts on what we talked about today? Till next time!